Yo, so today is a very nice day outside. Despite the winter conditions here in Sweden, we don't have any snow outside. It's not too cold. So I figured I'd do a sort of walk around with the car. I have owned this car for around 4 months now. So I figured it's time to do a sort of review, I guess you could say. You know, the good parts, the bad parts, what it's been like to daily this car, all of that good stuff. So let's get right into it. I figured I'd start with why a K11 Micra. Of all cars you could get as a young Swedish guy, you know, why get a little Nissan from the 90s when you have cool cars like Volvo, Saabs and all of that. But you know, I've always been into Japanese cars. I grew up playing Need for Speed Underground 2, for example, and majority of the cars in that game are of course Japanese. I played Gran Turismo a lot as well. You know, all of these classic JDM type games, I guess you could say. So naturally, as I grew up and started getting my license, I wanted a Japanese car. If you have watched my previous videos, you know that I've driven a lot of Civics and I'm a big Honda guy in general. But this time I wanted to shake things up and try something new. I found this thing locally for cheap as well, 66,000 kilometers. And the guy wanted like 1,500 euros for it. So I was just like, yeah, let's go look at it and try something new. And of course, as you can see, I bought this thing. And over the course of 4 months, I put on some nice pieces. The Gizfab Devil Wing. We have the K11 March Bolero taillights. I'm gonna be painting those, don't worry. I put on some window visors as well. And you know, the car is super clean. I mean, look at the paint. This is original. All of it is original. I mean, just... hello. You know, so the paint is in very good condition. So I figured I'd move on to the costs of living with a K11 Micra like this. And of course, you know, it's a Japanese car from the 90s. It's gonna be super reliable, of course. You aren't gonna have any sort of major issues with these cars, except of course rust. Rust are the absolute killers of cars like this. The CG engines are super solid and nice, very reliable, you know, timing chains and all that. You won't have any sort of engine issues if you just look after the car. It's been super cheap on gas, parts are plentiful, and I mean, there are a growing aftermarket support for these things. And it's been super reliable. It has started every single day. It doesn't matter if it is minus degrees outside. It's an old reliable Japanese car. You don't have to worry about anything with it, except rust, of course. Not much really happens, you know, given the car's lack of horsepower. But the fun part about cars like these is the weight and the cornering capabilities. This car weighs nothing, maybe 850 to 900 kilos, maybe even less. I haven't really checked, but somewhere around that area. So it's super light. You can throw it around corners. I have lowering springs in my car, and I find that I can just chuck it into a roundabout, go full throttle, nothing happens, you know. It's a safe and predictable car in the driver's sense, you know. I'm gonna show you guys some of the mods I've done to the inside as well. If you are new to the channel, I have done, well, quite a few things actually. I have installed a tachometer to the car, as you can see. Pretty cool looking, since my car doesn't have a tachometer from factory. I also have installed front speakers, Pioneer front speakers, and also a JDM head unit, and of course some cluster LED bulbs as well. And all of these things are documented on the channel as well. I didn't expect to like this car as much as I do, because I come from Hondas, you know. I was always like, nothing beats Honda. Honda is the best brand ever, you know. I was the typical Honda fanboy. Oh, VTEC, VTEC, you know. So yeah. And if you're thinking about grabbing a car like this as your first car, well, it's a no-brainer. Go ahead and get one of these cars. It's high revving, lightweight, reliable. It has a growing aftermarket support as well. It's quirky and fun. You get a lot of stairs when driving this thing. Oh boy. I remember going to McDonald's and there was just a bunch of guys. Oh, look at that little car. Look at that guy inside. That's so cool. And I was just like sitting inside eating McDonald's in the car. I was just like, yeah, boy. It's almost time for 2026. And of course, I have plenty of things planned for this car. We are gonna be getting some new wheels for the car. I really wanna get some coilovers as well. And you know, maybe a lip kit around. So many cool things. So if you guys wanna see more content like that, and just see, you know, general K11 videos, like, subscribe. Look at that car. Wow. I mean, to some people, it's just a Micra. But to me, you know, this is my build. Well, build, you know. It's a 75 horsepower stock K11 on lowering springs, but it's my car, you know. We are surrounded by the Swedish countryside, and boom, red car. I'm soon gonna be starting my first full-time work ever, which means that of course we are gonna be getting more income to spend on the car, and you know, I can invest a lot of more cash into the channel. So it's gonna be very fun 2026. I can't wait for this. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week.